SAMBA is an acronym for the science of art, music, and brain activity. And I actually hold a degree in music already. So I'm getting a second degree here from ASU. So my background is in music education. So I taught music in the Valley for like 3-4 years and loved every second of it. But the more I taught, the more questions I had about how students are learning or interacting with this musical material. And how are they answering these questions? How are they thinking about music? And the more I thought about that, I didn't have answers to those questions. And so I decided that this is what I wanted to do. So I came back to ASU, hoping that I could find some answer here. So I enrolled with a degree in psychology because I knew that if I wanted to get the answers, that's where it was going to lie. So I enrolled in Sam McClure's neuroscience class, and I was the kid in the back, always raising his hand, answering and asking a bunch of questions.
Yeah, so SAMBA started out really with a student in my class, Jeff Atchison. But he had a number of ideas about like what is dissonance and why is dissonance unpleasant? What exactly how could it be that the way we represent the sounds are represented in the brain corresponds to different concepts of what is dissonant and what is not?
And then I went to his office hours one day and kind of was just like, hey, have you ever thought about how music or sound is processed in the brain? And he kind of smiled at me and was like, no. He's like, but someone on campus has asked that same question.
My name is Mike Macbeth, and I'm technically a professor of psychology. But my area of research is multisensory perception action.
SAMBA is essentially like a research collective or like a think tank, probably the coolest think tank I've ever heard of. Talks that we have week to week might focus on music, they might focus on modern art. So things like why do people like modern art? I mean, it's essentially just shapes on a canvas, but some people find it really pleasing and other people think it's just shapes on a canvas.
I think there's lots of principles here that are really deep and important in ways that haven't been explored.
So this is a really good opportunity to finally, put some answers to the whys. Why do we do these things?
Because not a lot of people are doing this research in this area. And everyone in this group has all these different backgrounds now. We have people in the School of Psychology, in the School of Music, in the School of Engineering. We have medical doctors from Mayo Clinic. So we have this really eclectic and diverse group that really crosses many disciplines. And so this semester we kind of took this project as laying the foundation of let's present research that people have done in their fields already, and let's pose questions about what we can do in the future. And so this project, like I said, started with me bugging one professor, turned into 2 professors, and then all of a sudden it kind of snowballed immensely.
Yeah, so, Jeff, I think, has been a catalyst, I'd call it. Jeff's also not your typical student. He's graduated, he's coming back to school, he's been a music teacher, he's a composer himself. So he has a lot of talents. He's really bright, but he has a lot of talents also.
What do we know about the way the brain processes auditory information? How does this relate to concepts that are known in music? And can we put these 2 things together, right? And in particular, his focus was on music education. So if you understand the way musical concepts are represented in the brain and how they actually exist psychologically, and you can fuse those 2 things, and it should give you a theoretical structure within which to understand, the hope is, education.
And hopefully improve how we teach, how we perform, how we program. All of these things that are critical to being a professional musician, and that's kind of been my role in this, is the musician perspective. Every meeting, there's more questions. We need to look at this, we need to look at that. We need to think about it from this perspective. It's been a lot of fun so far.